So this is a 50 square metre garden in the inner suburbs of Melbourne. It used to be all ornamental plants and lawn. Now it's all ornamental vegetables. So we'll have a look through and see what you think. So you can see here, these are pumpkins. So I've got pumpkins growing up. These are blisks, and I guess the aim there is, well, much the same as what happened last summer. We'll end up with all pumpkins hanging off those, which looks pretty good. You can see the odd flowers starting to appear and little pumpkins starting to grow. So I think that has a bit of potential to work pretty well. Along the front fence this year, lots of beans. So last year grew some beans and kept some of the beans, replanted them this year. So hopefully in a later video you'll see lots of beans growing all along both fences. Come in and have a bit of a look around. They're asparagus. So everything in here, all the vegetables are all grown from seeds. So asparagus takes a couple of years to be edible, I guess, and so that's about a year and a half old. So this time next year we should be eating asparagus from that part of the garden. These tomatoes self-seeded from the compost I was using, and so I've got a variety of different tomatoes. None that are ripe yet, but plenty of flowers, plenty of green tomatoes, so pretty optimistic about that as well. These are cucumbers, so they're starting to grow up there pretty well, and lots of flowers on there. And I reckon there's a cucumber down there, so not enormous, but take it off so I can have a bit of a look at that. So there's a little cucumber that's just hanging off the bottom of there. Being an ornamental garden, we also just leave some items in there just because they look good, and that's a good example of it. So that's just a leek flower. That will end up dropping seeds onto the ground. We'll get more leeks grow there, but in the meantime, it's just a nice looking flower. There's another one down there that's a bit of a different colour. More tomatoes in here. Over here there's zucchinis. So a few zucchinis growing down in there. There's some flowers as well. We're looking forward to seeing whether we get grapes this summer. So there's 4 different grapevines in there. Each of them are table grapes that each a red colour, but all different varieties. So it'll be interesting to see how many grapes we get. This is a garden bed that we just made some changes to. So we've just planted a couple of different pear trees in there. Then there's some lettuce growing underneath, and also some beetroot. Over this side there's some more pear trees, and lots of corn in different parts of the garden. Just I reckon a really nice looking plant, and also the corn lasts a long time in the freezer, and it's stores really well, so we are able to use that for quite a few months of the year. These are sweet potatoes that are growing in there. First time I've grown those, but they go okay, and they seem to be going okay in the cast iron fountain. These are a couple of peanut plants. I grew peanuts last year, and then kept a few peanuts. So they did really well last year, so I kept a few peanuts and put them in there, and looks like a couple of those are growing, so hopefully we get a few peanuts. Here we've got some carrots. I can show you what they look like. So those two look like they're growing okay. So a couple of carrots, so very, very easy to grow. These are examples of just some spring onions. So they've been in there a while, so they're getting a bit fat down the bottom, but they'll go well in a frittata. Oh, another thing I'll show you is beetroots. Beetroots easy to grow, and we roast these. Have a roast, so that's a good size for cutting up and roasting. So not a lot of stuff coming out of the garden at the moment, but they're just a few examples. Alright, well, thank you very much for coming and have a look through the garden. I'll post again and in a month or so and let you know how things are going. Have a good day.